Hello, welcome to AI Playbook, and today we'll be wrapping up the ethical AI. In the last lessons, we've spoken about how you can navigate AI bias, privacy, and building a responsible artificial intelligence. It will make sense that we put all of these things to a try by creating a document that will help us achieve all of these things. Like I normally do in my trainings, I ensure that I embed a practical application to whatever we are doing. Because at the end of the day, you won't just listen to me just like that. The goal is to create something tangible. So in order to save us time, I have created a roadmap. All I'll do is just to walk you through and see how you can make sense out of it. Okay, so navigating to the roadmap that I have is very lengthy. This is instinctHub roadmap, and you can adapt these to your organization as well. So to get a sense of what we have here, you can see that this is ethical AI roadmap. And the goal of this roadmap really is to itemize all of the things you would need. Now, as a result of this roadmap, you'll be required to create other documents, other monitoring sheets, other things that will enable you to be able to create something that is extremely responsible and useful to the user. So this document is more like a reference point to really know what you need to do. And the cool thing about this document is that it also provides you timelines. Timelines in setting up structure, speaking to your stakeholders. So I will just walk you through this list so that you see what it works and how you can actually use it. Yes, I know one thing you can be thinking about right now is how are you going to create something this lengthy? Hey, we are in an artificial intelligence era. So I'm going to show you the prompt that I have that you can use to create something similar to this in any of the generative AI. Okay, but first, let's take a look at the structure that I have here. So here we have, of course, the executive summary. I'm going to make sure that I provide this link for you to also review. Then we have the ethical principles and values. So there are definitions here. Then we also have the governance framework, the structure, the artifacts, the implementation timelines, and also case study. What you also find here is data privacy, security, and with that, there's also the framework, security, and implementation as well. So you'd see that the structures are the same. You have the item that you want to deal with, you have the framework, you have the implementation timeline, then the case study. Same thing too with transparency, accountability, we have stakeholders, engagement process, monitoring and evaluation mechanisms. Then we have ethical impact assessments, employee training programs. We have incident response procedures, implementation roadmap. Then you have success metrics. At the end of the day, you need to be able to measure all of these things, whether they are successful or not. All these things are very, very important. And you can see the structure here. And if you scroll down, you will see all of the explanation as to how these things work, the executive summary. You can then have, also ensure that you have them in a tabular form, so it's easy to track. So you look at the core principle, and you see the description, how it aligns with your organization. And this is really going to help you when you're pitching this idea to your organization or the management team. Then you can look at the timeline. So for every of these points, you can consider the timeline. Okay, now moving on, you can also see the case studies, look at the governance framework. You can see all of the processes. You can see the implementation timelines. And these things, of course, they are not linear. Sometimes you may be working on all of them concurrently. Sometimes you may have to focus more on one or the other. But one cool thing here is that the timeline will help you in navigating this whole thing. And that's how we have it, like all through to the bottom, and below you also see the appendix of all the sources that we get to use to come up with all of these things. The references, you can see the EU ethic guideline, you can see NIS, AI, Nigerian data protection, and of course you'd have to consider the environment and also the data protection regulation that you need to cater for. So all of these appendices can also help you to see how all these things are created. Now, I will make this document attached in the description of the video, so you have access to these. However, you may want to create your own just from scratch, and I want to show you how you can do that, like I promised at the beginning of this video. So all you need to do is to use the prompt that I will provide to you here. Now the prompts spell out all of the things you need, create a comprehensive ethical roadmap for instinctHub that outlines concrete steps, policies, and guidelines for developing and implementing AI system responsibly. Now, the roadmap should contain at least the 10 items here. You can add more based on your need. You can also even remove, if as the case may be. I then instructed the AI to format the roadmap with clear timeline, responsible patterns, and that's where you're able to see all those tables and measurable access metrics, success metrics. You can also see the example that I asked you to add. And yes, the document should be actionable. You can also see that as well. So you could refactor these in the way that really works for you. All right. So there's also something I want you to understand. While trying to put in the prompts, you need to provide context for the AI. The AI needs to know about your organization. So if you have PDF or content on the website that you can provide for the AI to really have an idea of who your organization is and what you do, this would really, really help. And one way to do that, if you go to any of the AI, either ChatGPT, all you need to do is upload the documents. Yes, you can add file from your document. If you don't want to do that, you can just drag in the file. One thing to toggle up here is you can toggle the search and the thinking as well, so that it can take time to analyze the document and give you a very concrete response. Also, I have added the link to my slide. You can also include a slide from all the teachings so that the AI also have the context of what it's about to do to also improve the output of your content. Yeah, so pretty much you can also, I think you could also, yes, download this very one. You can download this very one or just share this link. Give it access to this link as an example because this is available on the browser. Is able to come in here and make, come in here and make necessary knowledge from what I have here. If you choose to, you can also duplicate these on Notion so that you can edit these. Whatever options, just make sure that at the end of these, you have your own roadmap for your organization and ensure that you pitch it to the stakeholders involved so that you can start the conversation and start building responsible artificial intelligence. And that's how we wrap it up on this edition. If you haven't joined the community yet, check the link in the description and sign up so that you can be notified every time I release a new tip. My name is Noah Olatoye, and subscribe to every of our channel because you know what? At every point in time, all I want you to be inclined with artificial intelligence. Thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.